Okay, good morning everyone, and welcome to Lover Frenchie's Puppies video. And today is December 20th, 2020, and this is Kishka's Puppies 1 week old video. Puppies are doing fantastic. Mama's doing fantastic. Puppies turned a week old today. Mama's starting to separate herself a little bit from them now. And you know, they're just doing fantastic. I'm very impressed. Never had to tube feed one of them. They didn't cry that much. I even did the dew claws, and usually I do them first thing in the morning because, you know, I mean, they do feel pain, but they don't know where it's coming from, so they kind of whiny all day. So it's bad enough I lose sleep for the first 10 days, so I didn't want to be up all night listen to them cry. So I do it first thing in the morning so they can get that all done before night time comes. And these babies didn't even cry. Not one of them cried. So I was really impressed. And they seem to be wonderful babies. I mean, usually when they're this age, 5 days old, you pick them up, they're squirming. They don't, you know, they're not familiar with people's hands, and you're picking them up. These babies love to be loved on, love to be held. I'm really impressed with this litter. They're going to be a very affectionate litter. Of course, Kishka is a very affectionate dog, and I hear Apollo is too. So it doesn't surprise me that these babies will be very affectionate puppies. Anyway, and I have good news. The lady that has transferred with me 3 times to get a female puppy, I offered to help her find a puppy, and so we were able to locate a puppy just in Ohio, so it wasn't that far off. The puppy was 11 weeks old, and both parents were health tested. And I found 3 or 4 of them that I thought that were nice and were health tested and good breeders. But she liked the idea of the 11-week-old, and I think it's because the other ones were like 4 weeks old, and so she would have had to wait. And she's already waited through 3 litters with me, so I think it's because she didn't want to wait. And the ironic thing is, her puppy was born on September 29th, and the little boy I got, the little blue covered in cream boy I just got, his birthday September 28th, so they're only a day apart. But anyway, she's very happy, and I'm happy for her. I just felt so bad that we went through all this, and she's went through all the transfers to try to get a female from me, and it just did not work out. So it was time, and she didn't know where to look. She didn't know what to do, and so I told her, I will help you. So we did find her a puppy, and she's happy. I'm happy. Everybody's happy. As far as MSU, I haven't heard back from them. I did have to file a wrongdoing claim. I had to write everything that happened, and I still haven't heard back from them, but as soon as I do, I will let you know. But we're going to go through the puppies, and they all have new names. And so we're going to start out with the first one on this, and that was Blue. So we got to find Blue. Oh, here he is. This is Blue, and his new name is Tucker. We'll move this little guy out of the way. And his new name is Tucker. He's just a handsome little boy. Yes, he is. He's a handsome little boy. Handsome little boy he is. Yes. And we'll get a side view. He's on the darker shade of blue than the other ones. The other ones seem to be a little lighter in blue, the blue coloring than he is. Very handsome. And again, his new name is Tucker. And again, those are just temporary names just because I find it more personal to have a name for him than to call him by the collar color. There's some white on his chest. Very nice baby. Yes. And Tucker weighs 1 pound, 3.4 ounces today. So if it appears that they gained a lot since birth, it's because I had the scale on the 1 pound scale, so it kind of read differently. So But they are, I moved it to the ounce scales because it's easier to read. And so he's 1 pound, 3.4 ounces. And Tucker is he's not the biggest, but he's next to the biggest. So, as of today. Okay, moving along, we're going to bring out Green. And Green is one of the biggest. And Green's new name is Isaac. And Green's weight is 1 pound. He's sucking on my finger. 1 pound, 4.2 ounces. He's sucking on my finger. You little tinker. Yes, you are. You're just a little tinker. Yes, they are. They're good babies. Good babies. Very impressed with this litter. Very impressed. Yes. He's down looking for a nipple. But this is Isaac, his new name. And there's the one side of him. I'm going to switch him around and get the other side of him. They appear to be very compact. I don't know if I can get him to look up to get the face. There we go. There we go. We got the face. There we go. What a handsome boy. Now let's get his tail. Get his tail. There we go. And we'll get his white on his chest. We'll get his white. There we go. Got nice white markings. Beautiful baby. Beautiful baby. So that is Isaac. And Isaac is one of the bigger ones in the litter. He's 1 pound, 4.2 ounces. The next one is Aiden. We're going to go through all the black ones first. Or blue ones first, I should say. I think I had his collar in mind, I think. This is Aiden. And he's a black-collared male. That's Aiden is his new name I picked out for him. And Aiden is one of the next to the smallest puppies as of today. His weight is 1 pound, 1.6 ounces. 1 pound, 1.6 ounces. And he's a cutie too. They're all just adorable. Just adorable. Eating good. No problems with whining or seem to be very contented. All of them do. This is a little guy I picked up and just loved on, and he just mellowed in my hands. Just what a precious boy. What a precious boy. And there's his face. He's a handsome boy. Yeah, he's a handsome boy. He just kind of just goes with the flow. And I'll get the white on his chest. And there's the white on his chest. We've got 2 of them, looks like with a white chin. Looks like, I think it's Blue, or Tucker. Yeah, his white don't go all the way up. And Isaac and Aiden, their white goes all the way up to their chin. Okay, so those are the blues. And again, Aiden's weight was 1 pound, 1.6 ounces. And then we're gonna, and last time I didn't get the whites on the fawn's chest, so we will do that today. This is Benji, his new name. He's the light blue collared boy. And Benji is the smallest one in the litter. He's only 13.8 ounces. And it's not a concern because he is gaining daily. It's just that he's little. He's a little guy. And again, he's only his weight is 13.8. And we'll get his face. It's very cute. He's a blue fawn, blue mass fawn, I should say. Looks like he's going to have the black ear tips. He's going to have the black ears, or blue ears, I should say. Yeah, I'm looking for nipples. Looking for nipples. And we'll get the side of him. And we'll get the other side. And his little tail. There's his little tail. And we'll flip him over to get his chest. And there's his chest. There's the white on his chest. Yeah. There we go. And again, this is Benji. He's the one with the light blue collar. Handsome boy. Yeah. He's a handsome boy, aren't you, Benji? He's a handsome boy. Okay, and then the last one is yellow, and we're calling him Milo. And this is Milo. A handsome boy he is too. Looks like he's going to have the black tipped ears or blue tipped ears. Very handsome. They're all very nice looking boys. All very nice looking boys. Aren't you, buddy? And see how mellow they are? Just kind of just go with the flow. Okay, whatever you want to do with me, Gammy, I'm fine. And look here. They've got Benji crawling up on the hot water. They love these. They love to get on the other side of it and lay against the whelping bed in between the bottles. Where you going, Benji? I don't like you down that far. No, because then you can't get up. Scoot the bottle over closer to the bed. Anyway, move Benji back over there. And this is Milo. And this is Milo. And Milo's weight, he's one of the bigger ones too. He also weighed 1 pound, 4.2 ounces. So Milo and Isaac, which is a green collar boy, are the two biggest. And then we have Tucker. He's the next to the biggest. And then comes Aiden. He was next to the smallest. And then we have Benji. It's the smallest. There we go. And get his side view. Handsome boys. Yes, very handsome. Very handsome. Oh, and it's funny because they can smell me. Because for a while when they're first starting out, I was helping them get on nipples because they, have problems. They're slow moving getting on nipples. Oh, he's so cute. And they smell me coming in, and they just all start squirming because they know I'm going to help them on a nipple. So they know Gammy's scent already. Yes, they do. It won't be long. They'll be opening their eyes. Let me see. Today's there's 7 days, so within the next 3 or 4 days, they should be opening their eyes. There's his tail. There's his tail. We'll get the white on Milo's chest too. There we go. See how just laid back he is? Just lays back on his chest. Yes. He loves Gammies. Yes, he does. They all do. There's Benji sleeping there. But nice litter. I was a little disappointed at first. Well, I was disappointed at first because, I just don't like to disappoint anybody. And I had, several people that wanted females, but they all understood. I wish I could predict the sex. I wish I could. This is the first litter that I've had all males. I've just never had a litter all females or all males before. It's just why it was ironic that would happen. And I just wish I just wish the other little blue boy would have survived or made it. It just makes me sick to my stomach every time I think about it. So hopefully, they justify that by, nothing's going to justify it. The little guy lost his life, especially when it was uncalled for. When I had him there for, I could see it if if it was something I did, I didn't have him there. I neglected I maybe thought I would try to have the litter on my own, and then it would have been my fault. But when I had him there for an emergency C-section at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I get denied and turned away, that I just felt helpless. I just didn't know what to do. I come home, I called around, and there was nobody that would do it on a Sunday. it's just the worst feeling in the world, because especially once I saw that puppy coming out, I knew I was in trouble. And she was in trouble, and the puppy was in trouble. But there was nothing. My hands were tied because I was denied. And I will never, if I can help it, ever, I'll go to MSU again. I just found out there was, during my calling session, I found out there's an emergency hospital in Ann Arbor. And I was willing to make the drive, but she was too far along. It was an hour away. And not only that, they said that they're also an emergency hospital, so they have to base it on first come, first serve. They couldn't guarantee that I'd get her right in once I got there. And then there's also one in Williamston, which it's not too far away. It's probably maybe a half-hour drive. But again, I've had the worst experience with MSU, and if I can help it, I will never go back. So, but anyway, the video is getting long, so I want to probably should end it. Again, this is Kishka's litter, and she's doing really good. Her's a good mama, aren't you, Kishka? Looky here. You should probably end the video because, again, if I lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. But, yeah, the video's getting long, and Mama's getting tired, and I got whiny dogs out there that needs my attention. Oh, looky here. So cute. But anyway, I will keep you posted on what's going on with Michigan State and let you know if they do anything about it, you know. And if they do, you know, I mean, at least they just try to justify it. But if they do not do nothing, and this little, and I lost this puppy, I lost, you know, the person that, you know, could have had a puppy, the disappointment, the heartbreak, the stress. They do not do nothing. That's just not acceptable in my eyes. That's just not. All right, so we're going to close, and I will see you all on next week on Puppy's 2-week-old video. We'll see you all then. Bye-bye.